Well, we have made it to the top of the stairs, which I'm sure you can tell already that the parrot has decided to already drop some lovely gifts for me. And just like that. So you'll actually notice the frequency of this AoE drop is quite a bit. Usually between anywhere between 10 to 15 seconds. I've actually seen it drop as quick as 8. You will typically get the emotes such as the bombs away. Don't worry about him. He needs to empty his hold. Personally, I think he needs to see a specialist because anybody that has to go that bad uh, may have some issues. Might also need some Pedialyte to replenish some of those electrolytes. Anyhow, one of the easiest pulls here, easiest pathings, of course, path of least resistance would state go straight up the middle to get to the boss. However, you will have to contend with like pulls as you met down below, such as the Mastiffs, a couple of crack shots that are sitting up here, and of course another Enforcer with a roaming patrol that looks like they're partying again too hard over there. Sorry guys, it's really embarrassing. I have asked the actors here to actually not get intoxicated while on set. We'll be sure to have to edit this out at a later time. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a dance here while I dodge the goo of things, and I'll have to call these guys as agents in the future and make sure they're not in future videos. Again, my apologies. So back to where we are going to go. I want to cover 2 points here. The first point, to the right side, you'll notice that there's a couple of folks just sitting out there, sitting by the dock of the bay, wasting time and watching that beautiful sunset. And they're in the accompaniment of their brothers in arms. It's a beautiful sight. Um, 2 points. First one, you're just going to want to go to the right and just avoid all of the fuster-cluck of things right here. It just makes it so much easier. If you have a rogue in the party, and in the interest of time, if you ever want to practice it, you actually can safely, from this position here, have your rogue stealth in this order. Have your rogue stealth. Have all of your party members mount up. Perhaps the most important thing, communicate with your party members and tell them what you intend to do. I've seen many rogues attempt to shroud, and then, well, they kind of forgot to tell the party. So once everybody's ready to rock and roll, your rogue is going to hit shroud, and he is going to hit sprint, and this is the path everybody will follow. We're going to go ahead and make this pull up in the upper right here, now that those drunk bastards are out of my way. But one of the things I do as a tank is I'll dismount, gain that threat, and LOS. I also look over here, just to the left-hand side, make sure that if any stragglers are sitting back there, or if there were any party members that did have a hard time making that pull, or if any additional threat did come into our party members, that I could actually get ready and dump their threat. So we'll go ahead and take care of these guys. You'll notice that crack shot, as I had made the example earlier. We'll just leave him up here just to kind of give you an idea. You'll notice he's not closing distance. So with that said, again, it can be a matter of crowd control, or if you've got a good enough hold on him, such as I do right now, he could sit there for darn near the entire duration of a whole new fight and still not lose tracking on the tank. So we'll go ahead and get this guy down. And of course, while dodging the goop. Also, keep in mind, the goop does stay up for just a little while. So if you are having troubles with the DPS, bringing it down, or you have a ton of goop that are currently up, you're going to have to contend with this AoE while you are fighting the boss. It is also very important to note that this ring right here, if you get knocked out of this ring, typically just beyond this red feather in this direction, you will reset the boss. There is nothing more frustrating than a boss being almost completely dead on a timed mythic run, and then all of a sudden the tank gets knocked back. But we will go into that mechanic next. So you're looking for the boss. Where is he? Well, you've got to take these enforcers down up here. Now, keeping in mind, the enforcers do have a knockback. And again, with this knockback, they will take the tank and they will send that tank flying to the furthest person in the party. So if you have a healer that can stand here and your tank is engaging them about halfway between where the healer is and where they are currently residing, your tank will get knocked back way the hell over here. It is not to say that your healer should be closing complete tight distance of where they could be in range of those mastiffs dropping their threat and biting the healer, or for that matter, the backhand or any type of a cleave. Any type of damage could be easily given to your healer. It is to say you don't want your healer sitting in Kansas City while you are too busy tanking in Denver, or it's going to be a long flight back. So we're going to go ahead and pull this, that roaming patrol of drunkards, keeping in mind if they are actually on this pathway here, they will pull in with this group. So you're going to watch a backhand come up, and the dog's probably not going to be all too happy. And here comes the backhand, and just kind of knocks me back. That actually did me a favor, as I am out of the goop. So we'll get these guys down. I typically like to keep them on the outskirts, and I do recommend your party members as well during this engagement. Try to stay on the outskirts as much as possible. You're going to need the inside real estate when it comes down to the boss fight. So we'll go ahead and pause this video, get charged up, and we'll get into the boss fight mechanics here shortly.